Now, reflecting on what happened, what would you say was the overall contribution of the pharmacy service to the emergency response?
The pharmacy was able to provide medication therapy for any patient, whether inpatient or outpatient, that presented to us here in Lee County, Florida. So I was particularly proud of all my staff, but particularly proud of the step up that was made in the outpatient and retail pharmacies, as they had a surge of prescriptions that was probably 3 times their normal prescription volume. Imagine a pharmacy that is built to do 200 to 300 prescriptions a day that is now doing anywhere between 700 to 900 prescriptions a day. And uniquely enough, not only the supplies to be able to provide those prescriptions, but the personnel to be able to provide those prescriptions 24/7 in a time period where a lot of people did not even know the impact of the hurricane on their own home. Maybe they had difficulty checking in with their own family. And when you lose your possessions, I did have some people that were totally flooded out with their home and lost their car and still came into work. So, I mean, it's quite an admirable to be able to provide care as a caregiver, but knowing that you lost all your possessions. Of course, you can say, well, there is nothing to go home to either because you lost your home. But it's kind of unique that I had people that were working, but they lost basically all their home possessions, if you will, which is in most cases everybody's earthly possessions, and still come into work. So this one was quite dramatic. We usually think that in regards to hurricanes, we over prepare, because sometimes we get ready and we do some of these things and the hurricane does not hit. In this case, we prepared and we were ready and we provided care. We did not really see that the devastation that happened to the community would be as widespread as it was. And in this case, like I mentioned, there was the wind and the rain, and that had some damage, but the storm surge provided the devastating damage in Lee County, Florida this year.
Clearly. And following on from that, is there anything that you will do differently in the future as a result of your experiences this time?
Well, in regards to preparations, I don't think that anything is ever perfect. We always have learning lessons, so I'm always wiser tomorrow. And I think to be able to think about what occurred and to incorporate new learnings into your plans is always something that a leader should focus on. So I think we did in one case in one of our hospitals, we turned our one retail pharmacy into a drive-through retail pharmacy. We used the front drive-through of the hospital to provide care. So we actually were delivering prescriptions out to the curb where patients were waiting in their cars to alleviate the volume of traffic of patients coming into the hospital that really didn't need to come into the hospital. So you come up with innovations. I was proud that we did not run out of any drug that we needed. So our hurricane packs did allow us to provide care to our patients. So we did not run out of any particular drug, which was kind of nice. We did get kind of short in a couple of cases, and some of our suppliers did have some trouble traveling down to our area post-hurricane, but we made it through those issues through heroics on an individual and team basis that were really dramatic. So every one of my employees, whether you're in Team A or Team B, you've got your own stories of success, teamwork, pride. You also have your own stories of tragedy, loss, disappointment that occurred from the impact of the hurricane. But overall, I think it really was something that the team really made it successful as it could be.
And your last word?
Well, I think the leadership in our hurricane response, it really starts with the top of the organization. So the chief operating officer, the chief executive officer have had this experience. This is my second major hurricane. Now we prepare for each one as they go by, if you will. So we are watching hurricane season, and whoever thought that I would be looking off the west coast of Africa for weather patterns to predict, our local weather does do that for us, but we kind of almost prepare for it so we can respond to it. And I think throughout the organization we do this. We have become experienced in it, over-experienced, if you will. So I think you've got to have a written plan. Think about not only your employees, but the pharmaceuticals and the supply chain and the unique needs post-hurricane. And you really need to take those learnings and put them together to enhance your plans each and every time. So we will make revisions to our disaster plan, which includes a hurricane response and response to the aftermath. And there are more adjustments to it such that we've got a better plan next time.
Mr. John Armitstead, Director of Pharmacy for Lee Health, thank you very much for sharing your very interesting experiences and insights with us today. It really is quite a story. For more information about Mr. Armitstead's services and experiences, please visit our website using the link in the description. And be sure to sign up for more news, videos, and journals. For updates straight to your inbox, please follow the link below. And thanks for watching.